Boys and girls, ladies and gents, welcome back. Glad you made it. It's another So production. We're doing it on May 31st, 2023 on, what day is today? Wednesday. That's right, halfway through the week. It's your boy Rob Sadri, joining my friend right here. Jericho. Beautiful, very nice to meet you, my brother. We are out here on the city streets of Toronto. I just wanted to talk to a few people today, if I may. Let me get a sip of this. And today's one of the topics that we're going to be talking about, I guess, is, as you know, as everybody knows, there's a new space war going on. So we are heading into space. I don't particularly like the phrasing war myself. I like to think we're just going into space. So there's going to be, like the past, we had, I guess, the USSR versus America, exactly. And we're landing on the moon and what now? So we're going back right now. China is also doing the same thing. Now they've sent, they're planning on landing people on the moon by 2030, if I'm not mistaken, and they're sending one civilian up in the space station or what have you. As a civilian, as a regular average Joe, what would you, if you got selected to go to space as a civilian, what would you do up there? How would you change the game? How would you contribute? Give us your thoughts, and please speak loudly so everybody can hear you.
Deadass, if I were to be the one to go to space.
A little bit louder.
If I were to be the one to go to space, like deadass, shit, I don't know. Like,
Whatever, dude.
like honestly, the first thing I check to
Louder.
the first thing I check to see if there's like electricity. The first thing I see to check if there's like, if I can make electricity somehow. Because right, that's like uncharted land. That makes sense, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And then if I can't, within the first hour, I might just give up.
Okay.
You know, like I'd either tell them, be like, hey, pick me up, I want to go home now.
Hell yeah,
or
exactly.
if they're like, hey, you're stuck there forever, just take off the suit and see what happens.
Are there any creature comforts that you like to take with you there?
Like comforts?
Creature comforts. Is there anything that, like, if they said you're going, some things you got to bring along with you to make your trip a little bit more comfortable, what would you take with you?
Shit. I mean, like, if I can bring my computer, I'll bring my computer.
You're gonna bring your computer?
I could, yeah.
You can bring anything. Dude.
Anything?
Anything. Whatever you like.
Shit, my computer.
Your computer?
My computer, to be honest, yeah.
Okay, all right.
Fuck it.
So you're into, like, if you see there's like trouble with electricity, you want to go in there. Are you like an electrical
Nope.
man? No? Okay, I like it though. I like it. That's what we need, like, because I don't really, like, I don't have any particular set of skills either.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you, I'm saying for myself.
I feel you.
But I'm just like, if the country needs me, you know what I mean? If Canada needs your boys, your men's, like, we're going. If that's the deal. Is there anything that you're not willing to do up in space?
Shit, like live there probably.
How long though? Like,
I would have to say like a year max.
Year max?
Yeah, probably a year.
Are
max.
you a single man? Are you married? Do you have a boyfriend, girlfriend?
No, I'm single.
Single?
Yeah,
okay.
single.
So that's easy. You don't got to worry about like leaving any. No kids?
No kids.
Not that you know of, huh?
Not that I know of.
Not that you know of. You heard it here first. Okay. Now let's say we get into, because it's like space exploration. We're going into. I don't know what's up there.
Yeah.
Particular circumstances that we might get caught up in. Bathroom situations. How are you in like teamwork exercises? Let's say there's a bathroom situation. How would you handle that?
Like if it was me and like another person?
I don't even know. Like bathroom scenarios that might go wrong. How would you react to bathroom situations that might go awry?
I mean, like, it depends how many people there are. I mean, like, to be honest, like, if it was just me and some other person, I wouldn't really give too much. I don't really care too much.
Just say whatever you like.
Whatever.
Yeah. I'm censored.
I wouldn't really care because, like, in my opinion, if it's space, it saves only like shit.
Okay.
You can put it in like a bag and like throw it back or something. You know what I mean?
Okay. Put it in a bag, throw. Okay, I
you know
like
what I mean? Like, I don't know. I feel like since it's uncharted, there's so much creativity.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You can do whatever the hell you want.
Now, let's say I have an issue.
Yeah.
The door of the bathroom's not closing. I think there's like a lack of gravity or something, so everything floats. What if I get a doo-doo flowing up in midair? You're my teammate. What do you do to help me maintain face in front of the other cabin crew members?
Well, I'd take it. I'd be like, hey, that's mine.
Hell, that's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. This is what you need up in space, by the way, putting it out there. What if somebody gets like ladies, or because we're gonna need some, like, it'll be probably half ladies, half men. just because you never know how long we're gonna be up there. Would you be willing to procreate?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any? Are there any like? Again, this is going to be in space. Is there like a preference position down here that you'd like to be able to apply up there?
Shit. I don't think it really matters, to be honest. You know what I mean?
So
yeah,
top, bottom, side,
whichever. You know, like
hanging, levitating.
No gravity. Fuck it. Right?
Hell yeah. Exactly. Is there? Let's say there's like we're in a spaceship now.
Yeah.
We've taken off. Asteroids are coming along, and like me and you are sitting in front of the
space console.
The console.
Yeah,
And
gotcha.
we're co-pilots.
Yeah.
The captain's out for a smoke.
Yeah.
The captain's out for a smoke. We're co-pilots. Asteroids are coming fast. What do you do?
I mean, like, am I trained for it? Am I like, do I know what I'm doing?
Let this guy go by.
Yeah.
Because these guys, every time I try to do a show, they get in here with their boop, 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 boop. You know what I mean? And it's like lame, dude. So let's take that one more time. So asteroids are coming in. Me and you are co-pilots. Captain of the spaceship is out smoking, dude.
Okay.
What do we do?
We handle it, no?
We handle it. That's what I'm saying, dude. What do we do though?
I mean, like, it depends. I mean, after
You see it first. I'm just like low key. I'm on like Pornhub, dude. I'm scrolling.
Yeah, you scroll. Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm on. So you see asteroids. What happens?
I'd be like, oh shit, asteroid.
Okay.
And then I'd be like, hey man, like, what do we do now? So then I guess if we're like prepared, we can just deal with it. If not, like, shit, call the captain, tell him to deal with it.
Captain's, he's burning like back to back right now.
Oh, he's burning
back to back chain. It's stressful. It's a lot of. That's why me and you are there as the civilians, because you don't expect like from us like to be like. But we bring some different to the table.
In my opinion, like, if we're gonna, because we're probably gonna die.
Yeah,
right?
dude.
So we might as well try before dying.
Okay.
You feel me?
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's say we got lasers and shit on board. Do we use it or no?
I wouldn't use it.
You wouldn't use it?
If you blow up an asteroid, that's just a bunch of small asteroids.
Shit, dude, I didn't even think of that. Fuck. There you go, NASA.
Yeah.
There you go, Canada's. And Canada's known for, I believe we contributed to the space station with creating an arm. We're like,
yo,
I don't even know that. An arm or a leg, we gave something.
Yeah, maybe.
We give back.
We give back. Yeah.
We get like limbs, we give back. Let's say somebody's like, because you seem like a cool, calm, collected fella, just from like first interaction.
Okay.
Well, let's say somebody in the cabin crew is not a cool, calm cucumber like yourself or like myself. They're away from their family, and what do you do to give them like a little bit of
Means?
Yeah.
Probably give them less responsibility.
Okay.
Because like, actually no, I would give them more responsibility.
Okay, reverse it.
Because like, how do I say this? The most dangerous state of mind is when you're like in your own head. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
You're overthinking shit, right? Then you're kind of like downing stuff. Like you're probably thinking like, oh shit, what if my family's dead? You're in your own head, right? But then like, if you give them like a really bullshit task to do on the whole day, then they're thinking about the task the whole time.
Hell yeah, dude. I like where your head's at, because I know myself sometimes if I'm overwhelmed, but if all of a sudden I got like 5 tasks that I gotta do, I'm like, okay, A, B, C, and D, or whatever. I don't know how to count more than like A, B. You know letters, you know letters and numbers up to 5.
Yeah.
That's a good solid number of tasks. It takes my mind off it. I'm not stressed. Handle it.
I feel that.
Okay, no family, so no kids, not worried. Dude, we're on moon. We land on the moon. What would you like to, because like we've been there apparently or something, I'm not quite sure. How do you feel about that?
How do you feel about that?
Was it Kubrick or did we land? Low key between you, me, and the internet. Kubrick in a Hollywood basement, or did we do it, dude? In my opinion,
I feel like the original one could have been bullshit.
Okay.
But like I feel like we're too advanced to not have touched it already.
Tight.
You know what I mean?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
dude. Tight.
Yeah, we're too advanced now. Like I don't know. Like you can have double-decker buses like this, you can touch the moon, right?
That's what I'm saying, dude. That's what I'm saying. So we're on the moon the second time.
Yeah.
Or however many times. From above, when we look, it seems like nothing's up there.
Yeah.
Let's say odds are maybe there's an alien or 2 up there. Who knows? We are, again, the captain's out smoking dupes, dude. So he's landed. He's like, finally, I got the team.
Yeah.
Like this
Like
part
he
of
did
it.
his job.
Let me
Yeah.
just chill for a second, and me and the boys and the ladies pull the heavy weighting there.
Yeah.
You know, so we encounter aliens. So what is your first interaction with an alien? How do you greet them? What would you say? How would you handle it? Lay it on me, big dog.
Fuck, I don't even know if I would greet them.
You
Like,
wouldn't greet?
I don't
Okay.
know if I would. Because
Okay.
like that's the thing, because
Well, let's say I'm the alien. Let's just
Yeah.
act this out. I'm the alien. I see you.
I just know and then go on about my day.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like I wouldn't interact with them because like I don't know, like what if they want smoke, you know, like, and the thing is that like if they have the intelligence to be able to go there before we
Would have
did,
been louder.
if they had the intelligence to go there before we did,
Okay.
then we're kind of fucked. Right?
That is true points. Maybe.
Right.
Do you think we'll need their help, or do you think they'll need our help?
I mean, they wouldn't necessarily need ours because they've already been sustained there, I guess.
What if they're stuck? Like maybe like we're stuck maybe on Earth. What if they're stuck up there?
So then it is what it is, right? Like
It is what it
is. What it is. Like
Do
that's, I wouldn't help them.
You wouldn't help them? Low key, let's just cut right through it. If it comes out, let's say we got stuck and stranded up there. Do we start procreating with them, or do we keep it like segregated? Because we're going up there, it's happening.
Like,
These are things we gotta.
We're done there. Yeah, probably.
You
Like,
okay?
I think I should do it out of boredom.
Okay,
Or so
fair
just see,
enough.
like, what's going on rather than like,
Hell yeah, come in the shot a little bit more.
I do it more about boredom rather than kind of just like figure it out if it would be sustainable, right?
Sustenance.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
You,
Yeah.
you might hit it once and be like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
not
right?
for me.
Yeah.
Or they might say that. They might
Yeah.
hit it and be like, not for us.
Yeah.
And but we do gotta hit it once.
We do.
We do gotta hit it once.
Just see what's going on. You know what I mean?
Let's say one of the ladies
Yeah.
gets pregnant with an alien baby. Now we got half human, half alien baby up on the moon. What do we do?
Oh, what I would do personally, I'd put it through every single test. Like I'd see its durability, I'd see its ability, you know.
Hell
like,
yeah.
I'd see what it could take, what it can't take. Just see what's going on with it. You
Do
know?
we hold up a little lighter to his hand to see if it like?
Yeah, basically, you feel me?
Because
Yeah.
you don't know if they're like flammable or not.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn, dude. Is there anything in terms of products or services that you like to see up there? Again, because like here I can like again go grab a cup of coffee, creature comforts.
Yeah.
Some things that you like to be like first thing we need to take care
Yeah,
of is this thing. We need this thing to get shit going. What would you?
I would say probably like water and soil. Just
Okay.
because then like there's no way we're gonna find like meat up there most likely. You know what I mean? At least if it's edible.
Right.
But like we know how to plant. Like I know like the easiest shit to plant is fried potatoes, you know? And like that movie with Mark Wahlberg where he got stuck on Mars where he just made potatoes out of his own shit.
I didn't catch that one. Is that what happened though?
Yeah, apparently.
Shit.
I think it was Mark Wahlberg. I don't know. I could
What
be
kind of
tripping.
potatoes? Like what? Like is there a specific kind?
Nah, not even. He just sustained it on Mars. I think that we could do that possibly.
Hell yeah, dude.
But at the same time, if your aliens are looking for smoke, then we're kind of fucked. But
But if they want that heat, we can, like,
Yeah.
because it's like it's us now, because like Earth is looking back, and we're like from like repping Canada hard.
I don't know if Earth is giving a shit that much.
But like, but that's why they selected us.
Yeah,
Like
that-
we're the men's, we're
Yeah,
the
yeah.
boys that gotta like put the patch on,
Yeah.
a couple of patches. You know what I'm like?
Yeah.
A nice Canadian flag, a maple leaf,
Yeah.
a beaver,
Yeah.
a goose, something to like
Yeah.
like we're here. Like let's
Yeah,
plant it, because I don't know about like. I think they planted like one American flag or something. Like
Yeah,
I don't
apparently.
think there's too many things that have been planted.
Up there, right?
So
Yeah.
maybe like plant a couple of beavers, just so we're like.
Hey, we've been here too. right?
Yeah, exactly. That's
yeah.
what's up. We gave an arm or a leg
Yeah,
or like
yeah,
a
exactly.
left pinky or whatever, something.
Yeah.
Okay. In terms of, are you on like a time?
A little bit,
A little bit?
yeah.
Okay, we'll wrap it up with. Forget the creature comforts. You're designing the moon. New civilization. How would you go about handling your business and laying out a new plan for like, just give me the ultimate, like what would you do differently as a civilian who's up there making it happen? Anything goes, dude. It's your world, it's your moon. Captain's just friggin' like out the huff and paint, dude. I think we're gonna have a talk with the captain after, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but
man.
now you're in charge.
Honestly, what I would do, you watch Naruto? Ever seen
Say
that?
what?
Have you ever watched Naruto?
No, I'm afraid not. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah, man.
No.
Oh shit. You know what I would do? First I would start like a government system.
government system.
right? Because like
Hell
I feel
yeah.
like without the captain, there has to be someone that calls the shots.
Hell yeah,
right?
dude.
And then I don't know. I feel like it'd be kind of sick because that's like land we haven't touched yet, so we can kind of fuck around with it a little bit.
Exactly.
Right? And I would say like say if you were the president, right? Like you were the top person.
No, I'm not. Like that's captain. I gotta attend to the captain. He's not feeling well. So you're now in like.
Okay, cool. All right, so captain's fucking off, whatever.
He's like, yeah, I gotta go take care of the captain.
So just me, I would have people carve my face to the side of the moon to be like, hey, this is our first leader here.
Hell yeah.
And then from so on and so forth, everyone's face, whoever takes on the mantle.
Fuck yeah. So would you be like benevolent dictator? Would you be like democracy? Would you be like
I want to say
respectful anarchy for like I don't even know, dude.
I want to say democracy, but I know deep down it'd probably be more like a like a hierarchy.
Okay.
Or not hierarchy. What am I saying? Fuck. What's that thing that Kim Jong-un is?
He's a dictator.
A dictator. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
So
yeah.
you're saying low key?
Yeah, low key, I'd be a dictator.
Dictator.
Yeah, to be honest.
Tight, dude.
Yeah, to be honest.
If you are dictator,
Yeah.
captain's out to lunch. Can I get in a little bit? Like, can I come? Like, can I have like a position in the?
Yeah. I got
Hell
you.
yeah, dude.
I got you.
Hell yeah. Very nice to meet you.
Of course.
Again, if this is going to be online today in the evening, it's called Glad You Made It. Thank you for joining me. And it's on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Thank you again for your time, man.
Of course.
Very nice to meet you.
Of course.
Have a great day. Thank you.
Where you? What platforms you on?
YouTube, Instagram, and Patreon.com. Again, if you type in Glad Ya Made It, all one word, GLADYAMADEIT. Glad
Okay.
Ya Made It. Should be able to find us. Subscribe on YouTube. You get the full length videos, dude. And again,
yeah.
this should be uploaded this evening. And honestly, dude, talking to you,
Yeah.
I feel like if they send us like as civilians, we'd be all right. We'd be all right. We'll handle
Yeah, I
it.
feel that. Take care now.
Take care, man. Ladies and gentlemen, it's been a great start. It's a fantastic start. My oh my. So again, as you all know, we are out here on the city streets of Toronto. Things are wild. Anything goes. Anything comes. And we are going into space, ladies and gents. There is a new space race. There's a new space race. Are you a space racer out there? Are you a space... You got to be careful with the wording there. You can't... If you go with like space, because I've read the headlines and they say like, oh, space war, space race. And because it might be from different regions of the world, we might get... Does that make us space racists? I don't want it to be that way. You don't want it to be that way. Space racers. Space racers sounds better. But again, if we're all doing like different camps, you could see how one might draw those conclusions. People do. People draw all sorts of conclusions. I, for one, would like us to all work together. What's going on there, fellas? What are you guys doing out here today? Just hanging out? Going out for a walk? Beautiful, beautiful. Cheers, guys. Hell yeah. What were we talking about, ladies and gentlemen? That's right, space race and China and the United States. We're going up there, and if the US is going up there, by golly, you know we are too. So things that I'd like to implement there. I mean, for one, I'll be very honest with you. One of the, there's going to be pros and cons of going into space. In terms of, am I going to be delighted for the fact that, like, listen, are you out here reminiscing about the good old days? You're like, man, remember the good old days where we can just drink out of plastic bags, plastic cups with plastic straws, and they're taking away your stupid plastic straws and my stupid plastic straw, but there are stupid plastic straws. Why did we take them away? Because of some narc turtle, dude. Some narc turtle was like choking on and that's, guess what we don't have up on space now on the moon? No narc turtles, dude. So you can just, it's gonna be literally, there's a whole designated dark side which we can just designate to, let's say, garbage, trash, recycle, whatever, just toss it out. That's the dark side. No one even knows what's going on there. And frankly, it'd be nice to get a couple of damn straws back if we can, if we made together. But these are just my my ideas, because again, I saw some news, some videos, some reports of, again, China going into space, wanting to land on the moon by 2030. I believe we want to do it collectively. The US, maybe Canada wants to get in there too. You know, we will by 2025. So there's this thing between all of us. There's a connection, there's teamwork, cooperation, but also competition. It's like, you make me stronger with your competition. I would not be achieving my full potential without you. The competition. So that's what I'm saying, dude. Would it be better to cooperate? It'd be better to cooperate, of course. But a little bit of competition, we're out here. We're out here. So although I like us to cooperate, there is an element of competition, which is I guess who's gonna get there first. Will it be us? Will it be the boys? Will it be the ladies wearing the red, white stripes? No, red, white stripes. Red with the stars. 13 lines and 50 stars. I'm getting acquainted. We're here in Canada, baby. There's gonna be a patch with a friggin' moose on it, and repping Canada. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, if the CCP gets to the moon first, the reason why we're making these videos here, it's, yes, of course, you come for the queefs, you come for the laughs, but we need to get to space, and we need to get there first. We've been there first, but we need to get there and like solidify our stance or something. Because if we don't, I was just thinking about this hypothetical scenario, the CCP takes over the moon. Next thing you know, you look up at the sky and the moon's wearing a mask. I don't control it. People speculate, all sorts of things happen. So if you don't want the moon to be wearing a mask, then get on board. Then get on board. Don't just be a bystander. Don't just be like, I'll let others go. I'll let others go and establish Starbucks, Tim Hortons, A&W. I'm gonna wait. I don't need to, I don't need to be amongst the first. But guess what, ladies and gentlemen? It's gonna take some of us. It's literally gonna take some of us. So somebody's gonna have to go up there. And I, for one, am not volunteering, but doing my part, doing my little part. If I can get somebody excited enough to say, yes, by golly, yes, the moon should have a Canadian face smiling, like that gentleman's face should be etched into the moon. If we land there, we should land there again. And I'm just excited. But in other terms that we gotta like deal with, I'm just thinking, because a lot of people like, you gotta get the astronauts, yeah, we gotta get there. But once we get there, you need infrastructure, you need business to get going. What do I plan on bringing into the field of astronomy? No, wait, astrology? No. Space exploration? The moon, lunar. The lunar real estate is really hot right now. That's one aspect of it that we need to consider. Lunar real estate is really hot right now because we need to sell that shit. So we're gonna need real estate agents, men and women, to sell the moon essentially. So ladies and gentlemen, as a real estate agent, as a lunar real estate agent, let me ask you this. Did you ever want to invest in some piece of land that has opportunities to grow exponentially? Do you know what that means? I'm asking you, genuinely, do you know? Because I think that's a good thing. If you're into exponential, or it's not linear, it's not, because nothing's been built, son. And once we start stacking up, exponentially. So as a real estate agent who works on selling the moon, which I I'm designating myself to sell the moon because nobody else has. And whose moon is it anyway? It's my moon. It's our moon. It's my moon. Putting my foot down. Call dibs. It's been recorded. No one's called dibs, dude. Legit, no one's called dibs. Calling dibs on the moon. And guess what? I'ma sell it. Selling the moon. You're like, you don't own the moon. I got the papers, dude. I got the... Shut your... Hey, I own that shit now. I will make the papers. We can own it together. We can own it together. No, but we can own it together. We can work out the deeds. The point is there's an opportunity. And as a real estate agent that is selling prime lunar real estate, I'd like to bring to your attention that with only a down payment of a low, cool, emphasis on low, millions of dollars, but again, emphasis on the low, Good afternoon there. Good morning, guys. Beautiful people of Toronto just chilling out here. Maybe I could sell them lunar real estate. Yeah? The point is, ladies and gentlemen, that this is a great example of making bank. When everybody else was snoozing, when everybody else was like, there's not enough lumber here, there's not enough. Sometimes you do gotta let the bigger trucks go by because my voice will just, because I'm cranking up, they're cranking up, they got gears, and I can't compete with that. You know what I'm saying? But the point is, ladies and gentlemen, there's a prime real estate opportunity for you to get there and make bank. And all I need from all of you is low millions of dollars for the down payment, because this way you get into the pre-construction. That means, let's dissect that. What does that even? Pre-construction. Pre, meaning before. Construction, meaning building and shit. So we're building and shit. And essentially you get first dibs. And once you give those low millions of dollars, by 20, I'm gonna say 35, by 2040, you are gonna be a proud owner of a luxurious, double, fuck it up, thrice the luxurious levels. That's 3 times the luxury levels here, okay? All right, so 3 times the luxury levels, and you will be the ones that have the first dibs. I'm talking about, you look out and there is, did you want ocean view side? We don't have that there, but guess what we do have there? Screens, large screens that will depict big oceans. Splish splash sploosh. Splish splash sploosh. Oceans for days. Are you tired of going out for a walk and like running into people? Oh, look at all the people on planet Earth. We're bumping into each other and whatnot. And that's the thing. There's tons of room up there. Tons of room. Legit. So these are all the great examples as to why you should volunteer. So when your government calls you, you'll be there. When they open up the envelope and it says Jess McFarland, you're there. The envelope says your name. You've been recruited. It's kind of like jury duty. It's kind of like jury duty where you gotta like show up and do your duty. So you open up the envelope, Jess McFarland, and it says, Jess McFarland, you've been invited to come on board to the NASA or Canadian Space Exploration Unit, and we're calling on you. You can't say no. You cannot say no, legit, because it's like that's because other countries will say yes. So we need you, Jess. So I don't care if you're in the middle of shaving your cooch. I don't put the razors down, sister. No time to shave on these platforms. No time to shave on these platforms, you know? So All I'm saying, ladies and gentlemen, is that it is up to you and me. It is up to us to stop whatever is brewing up in space. Because like, if there's like, we need to, we are all one, but my low key, and it's like kind of high key, because we're like, I just don't want the, I don't want the moon to be a CCP moon. That's my concern, because like, then it'll like, then you'll have, you got to give credit where it's due. Like if the CCP were to take over the moon, what would happen to the moon is you'd get Foxconn factories. Foxconn factories built on the moon. Do you want Foxconn factories built on the moon? Do you want cheap labor on the moon? Do you want people to, do you want industrial condos and manufacturing companies to build buildings so that Foxconn can go and have a station on the moon, and then people get tired of working under horrible conditions, and then they resort to jumping off the buildings to rid themselves of this horrific trap that they've been captured in, right? But I guess in hindsight, if they are on the moon and there is a Foxconn building and they make the jump because of the no gravity, they will bounce, so they won't die, which is a good thing. So that's a positive way of looking at what would happen if the CCP were to take over the moon. Other aspects of the CCP taking over the moon and having it work out really well, should it happen, you know, sometimes I have seen videos of like on the YouTubes, I've seen a few videos. Let's say there's like a parliamentary meeting in the CCP and everybody's on board. It's like they're like, it's very top down there from what I see. Let's say, and then there's like president is saying stuff, most of the people are agreeing with him. If one person doesn't agree, you grab that person, you chuck him, so everybody gets on board. If you were to chuck a person on these streets in regular life, then they bounce and ow, why are you chucking me? Because you're not agreeing with party lines or whatever. I don't know what, I know they're down for a good time, I'll tell you that. Putting the party back in the CC. But you know, should you get tossed out of a parliamentary meeting in space because it's owned by the CCP? Well, guess what, fella? You will probably not get ass hurt, because once they grab and chuck at you, you will bounce several times, which is nice, which is tight. And we're gonna let this other firefighters, ambulances. I've never seen a group of people more conceited or selfish. It's like, we get it, guys. We get it. I gotta get to my work. I gotta get boo. I already make way. I gotta get to my work. We're all doing important stuff here. The sky. Point is, ladies and gentlemen, that we are expanding our horizon. We are going out into the space, and amongst other things that we're going to need up there, not only are we're going to need construction. We already had the real estate. I sold you the piece of land. It's going to be friggin' expensive, but well worth the investment. And guess what? If you think it's expensive now, guess what? It's going to be even more expensive in 2040. Or 50. Yeah, you're gonna wish you had first dibs on those pre-built condos. But let's say you did. Now we need to build them. Now I need construction workers, but before construction gets done, before construction gets done, before construction gets done, before it even starts, you need a couple of mafiosos to get the construction going. And I've never seen any mafia members, to be honest with you, up in space. Because we all know down here, if there's any construction to be done, we need a couple of wise guys. We need a couple of wise guys going in there just checking things. How do I know you got the right permits? You know, because nobody's gonna build a damn thing until I checks the permits. I'm not saying I'm gonna be the dead. I'm not. Why would I be? But we're gonna need some mafia, because that's how construction works, ladies and gents. It's how, what are we even building with here? You know, you need to, pockets need to get greased. Palms need to get greased. Tip of the old cack needs to get greased. The labia needs to get greased. Quite possibly. Quite possibly the most selfish group of individuals. Big red truck. Everybody look at me. Make way for me. The ego on these guys and gals. God. Point is, ladies and gentlemen, that we're gonna need some mafia members to go up there and shake and bake a little bit before things get a moving. You feel me? You're gonna need to go up there, and we're gonna need to have somebody checking the envelopes. Or you can't come in there with light envelopes, you feel me? And we're gonna need somebody to check those envelopes. Material, oh, hold on there a second. Where are you parking this material? Can I see your paper? Can I see the permit? I'm gonna need to, oh, you see his pocket here is dry. Why don't you go ahead and grease that pocket a little bit? And that's how we make things move around here. Here at least. And the same rules might apply there. I'm not quite sure, but I'm saying if something works, don't go snooping out, trying to like, oh, I'm gonna, I can make it better. No, don't involve the mafia in the construction on the moon. Do you like things getting built? Or do you not like things getting built? Because we could have things not be built. Jesus. The point is, ladies and gentlemen, if we need to break a couple of arms and legs just to make sure people aren't falling behind on payments so that the boys and the ladies can get up there and plant some Canadian animals to ensure that we've been there, we are coming back, this is our city, it's our moon. We own that shit. We gotta make it clear. That's all I'm saying. So, ladies and gentlemen, you got a whole lot to think about. If you think you're just gonna chill down here and let somebody else come in and take the responsibility of going all the way up there, I don't know where the moon is, right? Like up there. Guess what? Guess what, Sally? Guess what, Rebecca? Guess what, Mike? Guess what, John? Guess what, Malcolm? Guess what, Steven? Guess what, Nance? Before you know it, it'll be 2030 and there will be a whole different way of doing things. A whole different way of doing things. Now you don't want things to be that different. You do want things to be different. More or less the same. More or less the same, but different. Nonetheless, boys and girls, ladies and gents, so many events are unraveling right before our eyes. Another thing to keep your eyes out on are beluga whales. Spy beluga whales from Russia, which is weird. Resurfaced near the coast of Sweden, if I'm not mistaken. This beluga whale is equipped with GoPros, or at least the mounting for the GoPros. So we could stand here and be like, trust all animals, trust all animals. And yeah, we'll put it off and we'll let somebody else go into the moon. But while we're fiddling our thumbs, while we're playing with our nuts, others will be training animals to do spy shit. The beluga whale is spying on us, not us, but is capable of it's weird, because everybody thought the beluga whale was some beautiful creature that happens to maybe get a part-time job at SeaWorld, maybe come up for small little fish in exchange for a little trick, because the beluga whale is nothing but a trickster, nothing but a trickster. Yeah, look at my shiny white head, look at my big forehead, look at my blowhole, nothing to see here. Oh, what are these straps strapped to my back and my belly? Straps for GoPros, straps for spying and shit. So next time you see an animal, instead of first going, oh, that's a cute beluga whale, let me tussle with it, let me put my arm in its mouth all the way shoulder deep in, just to see what the insides feel. And you're like, man, this is warm, the texture is inviting, I can really see myself getting along with this beluga whale. Well, guess what? You think you're playing them? You might be, but also they might be equipped with recording equipment, which is animals of the future, ladies and gentlemen. That's what's happening right now. So I say we nip it in the bud, take the camera off the blue. No, wait. No. We see your animal equipped with spy gear. We counteract it with our own animals. Dude, in my neighborhood alone, there are at least 17 and a half, 19 plus loose raccoons who are just jonesing out there for some action. You feel me? Guess what? They already got the masks on, right? No one can see the faces, right? We equip these raccoons with microphones, little teeny tiny microphones, and maybe cameras too. If we got the tech, use it, why not? And guess what? Next thing you know, Raccoon City, baby, and everything's being presented from a point of view of a raccoon, which is pretty tight, Hi there, how are you doing today? Would you like to be in a video about space? Real quick. It's nothing scientific. I'm not a scientist. If you had to, though, your country calls upon you to go to space, because now we need civilians to go up there. We're landing on the moon by 2030. Would you go? But if not you, who? But if not now, when? If not here, like the moon, but nothing? No? Is there anything that'll get you to change your mind to go to the moon? We can make it happen. Getting paid for it? You'll get paid. All the money. How much would you like? How much? You name the number and it's yours. 20 million. 200 million? Done. Done. So now you're going to the moon. Hell yeah. All right, cool. Is there anything you'd like to see implemented up there before you go or after you get there, just for creature comforts or whatever? Tim's? We got you, Tim's. Thank you very much for joining me today. It's been, this is a podcast. It'll be online on YouTube, Instagram, and Patreon. It's called Glad You Made It. Thank you very much for joining me today. Have a nice day. See ya. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. All it takes is, how you doing, sir? Would you like to be in a video? Sure. Come on in. Come on in. My name is Rob. What's your name?
Terry.
Terry? Very nice to meet you. Come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer. Terry, right?
Yes.
So we are going into space by 2025 or 2030. Okay? They're going to need some civilians, regular folks like you and I. Okay? Mm-hmm. If Canada, if our country calls on you to go on to the moon as a civilian, would you put the patch on and be like, yes, yes? Come on, Terry.
No.
Let's. Okay, we'll go with no, but like let's try something different. I'm gonna look. We're gonna do this again. Be eager and say yes. Okay. So Terry, as you know, we're gonna be going into space and landing on the moon by 2025 or 2030. If your country comes and asks you, Terry, will you volunteer to go to the moon? And as a civilian, will you put the patch on your heart and go to the moon?
Nope.
All right. Okay. I see how you. Okay. Okay. I like that. Why in particular won't you want to go to the moon?
There's a risk involved, and what's the reward?
Lots of bragging rights. You'd be like, Terry's on the moon, bitches. Terry's on the moon.
Who am I gonna brag to? That's the question.
Everybody do. And you did it for mankind or humanity or Team Canada. Because if we don't, then others will. And that's fine too. But all I'm saying is, let's say hypothetical question now. Let's say hypothetical question. Earth is falling apart for whatever reason. You have to go to the moon. You have to go to the moon now. There's no backing out, dude. There's no backing out now. Because you thought you were gonna say no. There's no backing out now. You're going to the moon, dude.
About the bragging rights,
Forget
like we have a lot of things to brag about. The
Like,
TTC is
hell
one
yeah,
of
dude.
them.
Rub it in their face. Say with your chest out. Say
The
with your chest out.
TTC is technologically advanced, probably the best. Instead of going to the moon, we should take the TTC around the world.
Okay, okay. I like that. I supports it. Hypothetically, Earth is in shambles. Earth is burning. Terry, the Earth is burning. Oh my God, it's burning. We gotta go, dude.
We got water though. You jump in the water, in the lake, and you can swim.
Do you have family? Do you have wife, kids? Anybody you gotta worry about?
That's too personal. I'm gonna
Fair enough, fair enough. Thank you very much, Terry. Peace, brother. Terry, we don't know if he's a family man. We don't know if he's a single man. Deep down inside, even though he said no, that we all know what his heart was saying. A big yes, because we all know how no's work. Huh. So there it is. Terry is a prime example of the brave men and women that Canada is willing to not only send to, but they're volunteering by the dozens. I gotta, like, one at a time, guys. We can't all be like Terry here. We can't all be eager beavers. We're like pushing, and there's plenty of space. Literally all the space. So boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, whether you're fighting beluga whales that are using cameras to either do spying for other nations or perhaps make documentaries about beluga whale life, who the hell knows? Find out, let us know what you think. If your country calls upon you to go to space and land on the moon, you be more like the first guy. Be more like the first guy, legit. But like Terry also had a great attitude. Terry was a mysterious man. Was he single? Did he have kids? Was he worried deep down inside? Maybe he's thinking, I gotta leave my wife alone. I can't leave my, and these are but that's the thing, ladies and gentlemen, we will sort it all out. And like that lady over there too, $200 million, taha, I laugh at $200 million. All the astronauts on this space cruise ship will be paid exponentially Where can you find these videos? On Instagram, on YouTube, on patreon.com/sharpsadri. Every Monday, every Wednesday, every Friday. I'll be back here again on Friday. Love you. I'll talk about it. Pass it around. Peace out.